Einstein's theory of general relativity was not discovered in 20th century but was mentioned in Hindu scriptures thousands of years ago. What if religion is a science we never understood or we never tried to decode? Who was Revati? How her story is related to modern day science? What is time dilation? I'll answer all these questions via this story. So let me begin the story.
Before I begin, let me tell you, I'm a proud Sanatani. I was born in a Hindu family. I always rejected the idea of God initially. I was an atheist. I think the fault is of our parents. They never explained us the reason behind certain practices, certain rules in our religion, which forced us to go against it. Being a Hindu, I was allowed to question my religion. I was allowed to question my parents. I was allowed to question everybody about everything. What if I tell you Einstein's theory of general relativity was not discovered in 20th century but was mentioned in Hindu scriptures thousands of years ago? Fascinating, right? To be honest, I'm very much proud of it that my religion was never forced on me. It was my choice whether I want to believe or not. Parents used to tell me stories of God and I used to get very confused because I never believed in magic. But now when I look back and think about it, it was all science. I mean, whatever the stories they told me in my childhood, it was all science. It was just me who never realized it, or I was not having that much of knowledge at that time to understand science. So that is why now I understand it fully. I know what they meant to say. I am not sure whether they know the truth behind the stories or not, but after proper research, I am a Gen Z, of course. So I did my research. That is the reason I consider myself a Sanatani now, because I know a lot. I read a lot. I try to, link science and religion, because being a Gen Z, being somebody of this generation, we need proof for everything. And until and unless we find the proof, we don't believe it. So I got a lot of proof, I got a lot of understanding, and I am proud of it that I did research, I did try to find the truth. So what if I tell you that the concept of multiverse, rebirth, parallel universe, time dilation was already mentioned in Hindu scriptures way before the scientists discovered it? Now what the scientist is discovering is what our ancestors used to believe thousands of years ago. There are certain practices in India which are being followed from decades. From decades is also a small word, to be very honest. They are being followed from a very, very, very long period of time. And now scientists are saying that, this is what it is. This is what it is. So sometimes I'm very much amazed. Sometimes I'm very much surprised. I have a lot to share. I know I won't be able to share it in this single video, of course. So let's start from first thing first. So there was the story I read recently. It was the story of Revati. So who was Revati? How her story is related to modern day science? What is time dilation? I'll answer all these questions via this story. So let me begin the story. So Revati was the only daughter of King Kukudmi. Kukudmi was looking for a groom for his daughter. He thought that there is nobody worthy of his daughter in his kingdom. So he thought of taking advice from Brahma. He took his daughter along with him to Brahmalok. When they arrived, Brahma was busy listening to a musical performance. So they waited until the performance was over. Then King Kukudmi went to Brahma to request him to find a perfect groom for his daughter, to which Brahma laughed. Kukudmi was puzzled seeing Brahma laugh like that. He asked him the reason, to which Brahma explained, "By the time you were waiting for me here, 27 Chaturyugas have passed on earth. Everything you knew, your kingdom, your people, your family, everything is gone." 27 Chaturyugas. It means 11 crore 66 lakhs and 40,000 years. Kudmi went to dilemma. He was shocked. He wasn't able to understand what Brahma was trying to say. He asked him to explain. To which Brahma explained, time flows differently in different realms. That means a movement on Brahmalok is equal to thousands of years on earth. But I have somebody who is worthy of Revati, who is worthy of being husband to Revati. It's Balrama, he is on earth. So he mentioned that Krishna is avatar of Vishnu. Along with Krishna, Balram is there, and Balram will be the worthy husband for Revati. So, along with his daughter, Kukudmi went to earth. He was shocked to see everything was changed. His kingdom was gone. People were different as compared to what they were in his previous kingdom. He was shocked that it's been just an hour. They were there in Brahmalok, and now everything is changed. They found Balrama and proposed the marriage to him. Balrama accepted the marriage. Since Revati was from different yuga, she was larger and taller as compared to the human being at that time. She was even larger and taller than Balrama. So Balrama tapped his plow on Revati and she shrunk to the normal size of people at Balrama's age. Marriage was then celebrated. This is purely time dilation. This is how the modern world defines time dilation. If you have watched the movie Interstellar, so in Interstellar, there was this Miller's planet. An astronaut landed on Miller's planet, and it was stated that 1 hour on the Miller's planet was equal to 7 years on Earth. By spending just few hours on Miller's planet, Cooper and his daughter who was on Earth became effectively of the same age. I mean, I watched that movie hundreds of times, and when I read the story of Revati, I was like, this is time dilation, dude. It was already there in our scriptures. I felt so proud, and I felt so bad as well, because I never realized it earlier that it was everything mentioned in in our scriptures. Like 1 day on Earth is equal to 2.27 something days on Saturn. So it is scientifically proven pattern. So what does it mean? That Brahmalok was a different planet, not just a different planet, but it was in a different galaxy far away from Earth. I mean, this is the only way to explain this. Einstein, in his theory of relativity, explained mass and energy bends the fabric of space and time, causing time to pass differently on the basis of the gravity of the field. Flow of time on Moon, Earth, other planets, other galaxies is different. It's entirely different. So what's surprising is the story of Revati was written in Vishnu Puran, and Vishnu Puran was written thousands of years back. Even Einstein didn't existed at that time. So what does it mean? Does it mean the Hindu scriptures were way ahead from our modern sciences? They were already aware about the concept of time dilation. To be very honest, I wouldn't have believed this story. I believe it now because I know about Einstein. I know about the concept of time dilation. I have watched movies explaining time dilation. So how our ancestors were aware about it? Revati is like one of the story. There are a number of stories in Hindu scriptures which define multiverse, rebirth, parallel universe, etc. So I'll try to cover everything as soon as possible. I'll create one more video with one more story. If you like the video, please do like and subscribe. Bye bye.